Mario, he said, trying to be helpful. There's an old abandoned outhouse just outside the village. It's not the most pleasant place, but it should do the trick. I love that it's Toadsworth instead of a Goomba. He felt a mixture of embarrassment and relief as he approached the dilapidated structure. It had been better days, with chipped paint and a rusty door that creaked ominously. Without wasting a second, Mario pushed open the door and stepped inside. However, the moment he tried to relieve himself, he discovered that the old outhouse's plumbing was completely broken. To his astonishment, water started...
don't have plumbing!
Shut up! I'm reading a story! ChatGPT isn't that smart! To his astonishment, water started pouring out from various pipes and holes. Oh, I remember when things started pouring out of my pipes and holes. Drenching him from head to toe. What in the Mushroom Kingdom is going on? Oh. What in the Mushroom Kingdom is going on?
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia! Mario exclaimed.
I peed my pants.
He's about to. Wario and Waluigi had tampered with the plumbing system. Mario was furious and soaking wet, stormed out of the outhouse, determined to catch the culprits responsible for his predicament. After a lengthy pursuit, Mario finally caught up with Wario and Waluigi, who were now laughing hysterically at their successful trickery. You two may think this is funny, but your mischief ends here. With a leap, Mario landed a powerful jump on Wario's head, snapping his neck and instantly killing him.
Jesus Christ.
Waluigi, realizing the gravity of this situation, tried to run away, but Mario swiftly grabbed him too and brought him to justice.
Jesus Christ.
Wow! Life is as quirky and adventurous as ever for the Planet Express crew. The Planet Express crew go about their daily routine of delivering packages across the vast reaches of space. One day, while on a routine mission, a mysterious artifact, a holographic device that projects vivid illusions, they stumble upon. Curiosity gets the better of them and they activate it, unknowingly setting off a chain of events that will challenge their perception of reality. The holographic projections become increasingly realistic, and the crew start questioning their own existence. Fry begins to doubt his origins.
Oh, really?
Leela finds inconsistencies in her memories, and Bender, the self-proclaimed robot with no emotions, starts experiencing glitches in his programming.
He's got emotions.
Yeah, he does, clearly. Sometimes ChatGPT gets things wrong. I've even, corrected it on a few occasions, and it replied yes, you're right, I was wrong, I apologize.
I love JonTron's ChatGPT video where they're gonna take all our jobs and he puts things in it and it just... and it's just, so dumb.
Yeah. You could try a metronome.
We're gonna win! We're gonna win!
Okay, great! Awesome! I'm glad for you, Freako. However,
I miscounted the Pokemon we had left.
So you're gonna make me reset before you won?
Yeah.
You're stupid. You're just so stupid.
What fossil do you want? Tooth
Casey,
fossil?
you're so
Tooth
stupid.
Fossil or horn fossil?
What do they turn into?
I don't fucking know.
Should I do some research first, or do you want to pick randomly?
Just randomly. Let's get the tooth one.
Yeah, why not? We'll call him Toothy. People always ask.
We don't get to use it until 10 hours later.
People in the Street Fighter games always say, "Sure you can," but no one ever says, "How are you, Ken?"
Wait, that was optional.
What?
That was all optional.
What do you mean?
It had no bearing on the progression.
Oh my god.
Prepare to get rocked. Okay. Here we go. I'll use my grass attacks on you, I guess.
What would you think if there was a pixel fighting game, like a Super Nintendo game called MILF Wars, and it featured a bunch of cartoon moms, like Lois Griffin and Dexter's mom,
8-bit?
and it was a Super Nintendo game.
No, that's not good enough.
No,
I can't
what would
get
you want?
to pixels.
You can't.
No, I need at least HD resolution.
You've never played that game that's called Super Mario, and it's a little dog chasing a naked girl around a yard.
I am the dog, and you are the cat.
Have you never played the Tetris knockoff game that is made of bubbles and the pixelated woman progressively loses?
Super Buster Move.
No, I don't think that's what it was called.
That has a baby.
I don't think a baby.
There's a baby on Super Buster.
Baby Yoda, baby Yoda, baby Yoda, baby Yoda, baby Yoda, baby Yoda.
It looks like I'm the one
baby Yoda.
I was at EB Games and they had a doormat that said "The child lives here." Look, it's red.
No, that's the guy. Remember, Vile.
Hey, Speb, had any trouble getting through the cave? I studied Mount Moot's layout on Bulbapedia.
Bulbapedia. I love that that's actually acknowledged.
Battle. Fuck, I'm gonna lose.
I made a joke about that in my Blaze video. That was just like, oh, they could look. Dang, he does kind of have Red's design.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. That's a cool character.
Cold.
Looks like if Bluey was a cat.
Yeah, exactly. I always thought Bluey was a boy.
Oh shit.
Did you know there's an Australian series called Bluey that was before Bluey?
Really?
Yeah, and it was about a cop named Bluey.
Hold on.
I'm gonna go back to town and buy some potions and shit.
Da 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 da. Dang it, I can't find it. One of my friends typed into ChatGPT an episode of Bluey where Bandit goes to get the milk and doesn't come home. and they did.
Dad's name is Bandit.
Yeah.
Wow.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, you don't watch Bluey?
No, I never seen an episode.
Oh, what? It's so good. It's like one of the best shows ever. I don't even have kids, and I love the show.
I'm gonna kill.
But the weird thing is that like ChatGPT spat out a script that actually was like kind of wholesome. Because like it's basically like the premise is that like Bandit left and like went missing, and then Mum's just like, oh, where did he go? And then he comes back at the very end. It's just like, oh, all the shops were out of milk, so I've been running around town all day trying to get the milk. And we missed you, Dad.
My favorite most
yeah.
My favorite, most wholesome cartoon episode that I love was from Clarence. Have you watched Clarence?
Clarence? I'm not sure.
There's an episode of Clarence where he tries to prank call people, but then he starts talking to this girl on the phone that he just starts talking to every day. And eventually they meet in person, but they're too shy to talk to each other, so instead they pretend to talk on a phone to each other. And since I've met like so many different friends from online for the first time, it just warmed my heart because it was the only kind of thing that I could relate to.
Yeah, that is genuinely sweet.
Because the only friends I meet are people I met online, and when you meet it for the first time, it's kind of awkward, but then you become best friends like you and me.
Yeah, like you and me, we're best friends. That is us.
Oh, because you met me through another friend who's a little bit of a shitlord.
Hey, yo. I hope he doesn't watch this and hear you saying that. He wouldn't like you very much if he heard that.
He can handle it. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. Anyway. What was I going to say?
You're going to say ChatGPT.
No, nothing to do with ChatGPT. Nothing to do with ChatGPT. It was actually to do with one of your old videos.
Yeah.
What was the shed store that you called, and you were like trying to figure out how many times you could get them to say...
So that was an old Australian radio show that called a place called Shed World to try to get them to say shed as much as possible. So I just completely copied their joke. And I called Shed
see.
World.
You plagiarized them.
I called Shed World to see how long I could get them to say shed over and over.
I was just remembering earlier when you said, was Cry the prototype dream?
Yeah, basically.
Wasn't there
the same avatar?
You were like, wasn't there a YouTuber back in the day named Cry? Yeah, was he the previous, was he the
prototype?
Yeah, was he the original dream? And we could not stop laughing at that.
We did stop because we're not laughing right now.
Well, no. Well, I mean, we stopped right before the recording, but we're going to resume laughing as soon as the recording ends.
The record button. Wasn't that funny, that quip I had about that guy on YouTube?
That was so cool. I can't believe you said that.
That guy who makes more money than all of us.
Oh, yeah. Dream is pretty popular. I mean, that is what the point of the mask is.
When I go on Twitch and I search Dreams to watch people play Dreams, it's just Dream. Like, why? I don't understand how these people even get popular. He's just playing Minecraft.
Well, okay, so...
And then he cheats in a fucking speed run.
Right.
He fucking cheated. Like,
well, I mean,
cheats,
he claimed that was like unintentional because like apparently he like accidentally like turned on a hack that was supposed to be for a different video.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
You don't know anything. You don't know anything. You haven't been keeping up with the drama.
Whatever.
You don't know all the nuanced things that have happened, Casey. You are not a dream stan. You are not an anti-dream. You don't even keep up with dreams. So how would you know? Jesus. Okay.
I love how...
No, but I do have a theory about that, about how, like, every generation, we tend to be attached to the things that we grew up with more and more, and become... Stop saying that! We become distant from, like, what the new generation is, like, getting into. Yeah. So, like, to me, like, on some level, it makes perfect sense that, like, a Minecrafter would be one of the most famous YouTubers for just playing Minecraft. Yeah. But, like, I can understand, like, you, who doesn't keep up with that kind of stuff, why there's, like, a disconnect there. And it's just like, oh, all he does is... I actually feel the exact same way about a lot of YouTubers who are, like, really big. Like, Good Mythical Morning, or React, or freaking Sniper Wolf. Sniper Wolf's a big one, where all she does is literally just plagiarize other people's TikToks. Didn't we just, like, go through, like, a whole generation of people saying that reaction content was bullshit and shouldn't be made, and that, like, it's, like, low effort and, like...
There are a lot of YouTube
low appeal
that get, like, thousands of views, and all they do, like, literally all they do is watch AVGN.
Yeah, no, there is so many, So, like, you know how copyright infringement is this huge thing, and, like, it's discouraged to do, like, full reaction videos of, like, anime and, like, movies and stuff like that. There are actually YouTube channels whose entire gimmick is just like, oh, I'm gonna watch Spider-Man 3 for the first time, and then it's literally just, like, a girl reacting to it, and then she'll pause the video on occasion and be like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened.
Like, fucking Ray William Johnson actually put in his own fucking input.
Way back
in the day.
Everyone hated on Ray William Johnson back in the day, and he was not like a pinnacle. He was not like a master of comedy or anything like that.
Like, even when there was like something like a video that was kind of questionable. Yeah. Like, there was this video. Lance Schiller, mine is his best friend. There was this guy who would like get sexual pleasure out of dressing up in a motorbike uniform.
Yeah,
and he would like blow up animals or whatever.
That was back in the day where you could get away with posting stuff like that on YouTube. And YouTube used to be like literally the Wild West of the internet, where you could post anything.
Was just like, oh, he has this thing where he really likes this stuff, and I just thought it was funny.
I don't think, but like on another level too, I don't think
you should check him out, and he would say shit like that.
Yeah. But, like, I don't think you can get away with that either. Like, reposting people's, like, weird, deep into YouTube, like, videos and, like, sicking, like, your huge audience on them.
Remember when the...
Back in the day, that was, like, normal, right? When the cringe... But you couldn't get away with it now.
Remember when the Cringe channel started?
Like Leafy and...
No, it was just called the Cringe channel, and they would just repost videos that were cringe on the internet. I remember back in the day, even like Aaron Hansen would retweet their stuff.
Oh, that really?
Was just reposts of cringe.
Really?
Online. Yeah.
Wow.
And now,
what do you think about the people who say that like people like Aaron Hansen, Ethan Klein, and iDubbbz have fallen from grace because they don't do edgy content anymore?
Yeah, it's kind of things change and people change, and you can't do the same thing forever. And
well, I mean, some people do try to do the same thing.
Like, I remember, like, Far From Subtle, like, Video Games Awesome, they don't really stream that much anymore because, like, they're having a family now and all that. And they had people, like, going after them for not doing the same content they've always done forever.
That's so dumb.
I'm gonna save here.
Like, of course people are going to change up their content.
They're going to have a fucking child. They can stop. I wouldn't give a shit if they stop forever.
Have you been keeping up with the iDubbbz drama?
A little bit, because like now he's like being acceptive of sex workers, and apparently that's wrong to do.
Well, I don't think that's the... So here's the interesting thing about the iDubbbz drama is that like initially I was like 100% on Ian's side because like, you know, the other side of the debate is Sam Hyde, and I find him to be like an uncomfortable, like not great comedian. It's whatever. Like, it's subjective, different type of comedy, not my stuff personally, whatever, right? But like, I just found him to be generally uncomfortable. So like, all I was seeing from the Sam Hyde were people making edgy jokes and just making misogynistic like statements and stuff like that. So I didn't see their arguments. All I was seeing was insults. Yeah. So it's really hard to agree with someone that's just, you know, that's being vitriolic and not really saying anything, right? But then I finally saw a YouTube video from someone on the other side who's like, oh, Ian dismissed these legitimate criticisms and he took these things out of context and yada yada yada. And it's like, oh, this is someone who actually has something to say. This is someone who's actually like making a fucking argument.
I was watching this one. Like I found, there's like YouTubers that try to do like the Chris Hansen thing of like doing sting operations and stuff, and I was watching one of them, and then it's just like these clips of like YouTubers being all like, yo, we're gonna do this thing right here, yeah, we're gonna do this shit, and I'm just
we're gonna do it, like and comment and subscribe and click the bell icon, flick my...
It's like, this should be like a serious investigation you're doing here, and you just like hammered it up as like some kind of...
Were these the people who like track down predators and stuff? And
yeah, but like the people they find are actually doing terrible things, but
and
they play it up as like, yo, dude.
Well, you know that like blood sports is a thing and all that kind of stuff.
What's blood sports?
Well, that's essentially when they get two people
bum
that
fights from like the mid-2000s.
Bum fights? No, it's basically, I think it's like an internet term for like getting two people that really hate each other on a podcast together, and like it's basically the entertainment is derived. Yeah,
super
like that.
Effective.
Like that. The entertainment is derived from like trying to cause as much chaos as possible, like Christian trolls.
Yeah.
You know, like the Ralph report or retort or whatever it's called.
I don't know what that is.
No?
I don't.
Wasn't he the guy who like stalked Chris?
Take
like,
down.
He got the footage of Chris Chan being like ushered into the police car.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
Like
yeah,
the last
kill stream.
Oh, was that the kill stream?
Yeah, kill stream.
I don't know much about that stuff, so you'll have to forgive me.
Reset.
Again?